Today, I am very excited to take you on a journey that is going to talk about the evolution of operating systems and why making these changes, embracing synergy is going to be crucial for all our futures. We envision a future where smartphones and all your smart connected devices coexist without any friction. Our efforts are not limited to the present. We have ambitious plans to expand our ecosystem further in the coming years, laying the foundation for a more interconnected future. Xiaomi's success hinges on its ability to create an environment where devices seamlessly interact with each other. Just as industries were revolutionized 2 decades ago, we anticipate even greater transformations in the next 5 to 10 years.
Let's leap into the exciting world of Xiaomi HyperOS, where innovation meets performance, connectivity, and intelligence. Today, we are embarking on a journey into the future of operating systems, where every device and every interaction and every service is optimized to enhance your experience like never before. Let's kick things off with Xiaomi HyperOS. Our latest iteration of Xiaomi HyperOS has been meticulously crafted to deliver unparalleled performance, seamless cross-device connectivity, and intelligent services that actively adapt to your needs. It's not just an operating system, it's a catalyst for unlocking the full potential of your devices. As we journey through the intricacies of Xiaomi HyperOS, we have identified 3 fundamental pillars that are essential to our vision: system-level optimization, interconnectivity, and active intelligence.
With HyperOS, we have embarked on a journey to redefine the very essence of user interface design. Our goal? To captivate your senses, to immerse you in a world where every interaction is a symphony of elegance and stability.
Let's start by exploring one of the standout features, Home Screen Plus. This feature not only mirrors your phone screen onto your tablet, but also opens up a realm of possibilities for seamless interactions between the 2 devices. Whether you're reviewing documents side by side, editing photos across screens, or watching videos with synchronized playback, Home Screen Plus blurs the boundaries between your devices, offering a truly immersive experience. But what about capturing those spontaneous moments of inspiration? With Xiaomi's HyperConnect, you can seamlessly integrate your phone's camera with the Notes app on your tablet. Whether it's snapping photos of a whiteboard brainstorming session or capturing visuals for your next presentation, the process is streamlined, allowing you to focus on creativity rather than logistics.
With our Gallery app, we have harnessed the power of advanced active intelligence features to usher into a new era of photo editing, smarter, more intuitive, and more exhilarating than ever before.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, salam, namaste, and vanakkam. This is your friend Murli here once again to kick off the proceedings on what promises to be a super exciting afternoon. Welcome once again to our esteemed partners, our respected friends from the media, our beloved Xiaomi fans, and all of my colleagues at Team Xiaomi India. Welcome once again. While we have all of you here in the hall this afternoon, there'll be a few tens of thousands, maybe a few hundred thousands watching the live stream on various social media and other streaming channels. And for them, we want to keep it as exciting as we do it here in this hall for each one of you. And of course, as always, we'll have questions that come up on Twitter. And if you answer them online, you stand a chance to win some exciting giveaways. But do not forget to tag us with the hashtags for the afternoon, hashtag Xiaomi 14 CIVI, and hashtag Cinematic Vision. Let's get started. But before we get to the showcase announcement for this afternoon, we thought it would be useful to just wind the clock back a few quarters and reflect a little bit on how 2023 went, what were the strategic priorities we laid out, and maybe present a report card on how that went. In the beginning of 2023, we set out with a refreshed strategic direction to be the most loved and trusted smartphone and AIoT brand in this country. We said we'll put out a much more cleaner, streamlined portfolio. We said we'll utilize this opportunity to truly democratize 5G in India, adopt a synergistic omni-channel strategy where both online and retail channels can grow in a harmonious manner, and last but not the least, continue pushing the boundaries in terms of the kind of experience that we offer to all of our customers across the country. And when we look back with a sense of contentment, in fact, a sense of pride, because we've come so far, starting with the cleaner, leaner, more relevant than ever portfolio from Xiaomi India, where we have a killer proposition, a killer product at every meaningful price point in the market. In the middle, you have the all-time favorite, the Redmi Note series, the all-rounder, which has something for everybody. And in January of this year, we launched the Redmi Note 13 series with the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus 5G, showcasing an amazing 200 megapixel camera. And for the first-time smartphone user, we had the Redmi A3, the Redmi 13 and 13C 5G, which are unmatched propositions for the first-time user. And then, of course, we had the Redmi 12 series, which packed together beautiful aesthetics, fantastic design for a phone with the power of 5G, the Redmi 12 5G. And then at the top end, of course, we had the flagships. A few months ago, we launched the Xiaomi 14 series with the Xiaomi 14 and the Xiaomi 14 Ultra, co-engineered with Leica, bringing together not just amazing performance, but perhaps the best possible photography experience on a smartphone. On 5G, we've received a lot of feedback. The experts, media, KOLs, everybody kept telling us that for whatever reason, 5G devices in this country were largely restricted to the mid and high-end segments in the market priced above 20,000 rupees. And Xiaomi in India has a history, in fact, I'll call this a tradition, a legacy of actually doing meaningful products to foster the 4G revolution in this country. And we're committed to recreating some of that magic with 5G. And on the 1st of August last year, we launched the Redmi 12 5G. And the kind of reception, the kind of success, the kind of feedback that it saw were truly chart-busting. And it became the largest selling 5G phone in India in Q3 of 2023. And the traction continues. Thank you. It became the largest selling 5G smartphone in the country in Q3 of 2023, and the traction continued with the launch of the Redmi 13C 5G in December last year. And boy, did they make a difference in truly democratizing 5G in this country. If I were to dimension the kind of impact that some of these models have had on the market, the total available users of 5G in this country scaled almost 4 times, 4x, from the beginning of 2023 till the end of 2023, and the journey still continues. On the channel side, we committed to pursuing an omni-channel strategy where we don't just build on our strengths in the online channel, but adopt a win-win approach and ensure that all channels can grow harmoniously. And this enabled us to deliver step by step to our promise of end-to-end premiumization of the Xiaomi experience, and also deliver to the promise of a connected ecosystem. And this journey continues into 2024 and beyond. And last but not the least, none of this is relevant, none of this is important unless our consumers, our Mi fans, our Xiaomi fans have a great experience. And there, we resolved to work on every single aspect of the experience and make it better, be it reliability, ensuring that we continue moving the needle to improve the quality of our devices, or be it consistency of the service experience by training our frontline staff, training our engineers in the service center, and leveraging the power of technology, automation, and artificial intelligence in our customer support centers to deliver a substantially better experience for all of our consumers. And last but not the least, we've also resolved to go that extra mile with the launch of the Xiaomi Priority Club, a bespoke service for users of our premium range of flagship devices, which entitles our users to a host of very special services. For example, priority appointment and service, free pickup and drop from your residence or elsewhere, guaranteed repair of your phone in 2 hours, else you get a standby device to use till you fix your phone, a dedicated relationship manager, and much, much more with the Xiaomi Priority Club. But today, we stand at the cusp of what is a very interesting and important milestone in Xiaomi's journey in India. Next month, in July, Xiaomi India turns 10 years young. Thank you. "10 years of Xiaomi in India, 10 years of innovation, 10 years of love, 10 years of winning the trust of millions of Indians, 10 years of fighting the odds and emerging stronger." In fact, I would say, if there's one thing to characterize those 10 years, I'd call it 10 years of tomorrow. And this is best captured in our broader philosophy of being global in thought, but Indian in spirit. And globally, we are committed to being a hardcore technology pioneer, a focus that is reflected in this philosophy of delivering to the best of human into car, into home. Today, we have 658 million smartphones being used across the world, 786 million connected devices. And this philosophy of human times car times home transcends the entire spectrum, from personal use devices like a smartphone, a tablet, and wearables and hearables, all the way up to AIoT devices that we use in our home, like a smart television, a smart air purifier, a smart robo-vacuum cleaner, smart lamps, smart bulbs, smart air conditioners, much, much more. And, of course, the car, our smart electric vehicle. And all of this woven together into an integrated, seamless experience with the power of Xiaomi Hyper OS. And in India, while we leverage the strength of the global brand, the R&D, the technology, innovation, our supply chain relationships, our brand, our operational knowledge, we marry that with a deep, in-depth knowledge of the Indian market and the Indian consumer. And this India, we realize, is an India that's changing, is an India that's evolving rapidly. There is a new India unfolding as we speak, even today. And this India is aspirational. And it is that aspirational Indian that we want to have as the center of our focus. Because for that aspirational Indian, we want to be the most preferred and pioneering smartphone into AIoT brand. Preferred in terms of being loved. Preferred in terms of being trusted. Preferred in terms of having loyal users, preferred in terms of having consumer advocacy, where our consumers talk to others about our devices because they have such a fantastic experience. And that's the direction that we want to head to. And we will do that by being pioneering, by digging deep into our global capabilities in terms of technology and R&D and building on those core technology capabilities. And all this while, focus on delivering to that connected ecosystem experience. And to understand this, understand the power and impact of this philosophy of human into car, into home, honestly, we can't think of a better example than the Xiaomi SU7, which pushes the limits in terms of performance and design, with over 88,000 confirmed orders booked, 10,000 deliveries in record time, and a goal of 100,000 total expected deliveries in 2024. To think of the fact that we're just getting started in the smart electric vehicle journey is so exciting. The future is indeed bright. And we're also proud of the fact that our focus on technology and investments in R&D and innovation is also being recognized by thought leaders across the entire world. BCG, Boston Consulting Group, has included us in the list of the 50 most innovative companies in the world. And we've been part of that list for 3 consecutive years. In fact, in 2023, we jumped up 2 places to number 29. And not just that, the influential Time magazine considers us to be a part of the 100 most influential companies in the entire world. This recognition is, of course, humbling, but this only motivates us and drives us to do a lot more to make a difference to your lives and make it better and smarter. And to understand how this entire philosophy of human into car, into home is going to play out in the Indian market, it is my pleasure and privilege to call on stage the Chief Marketing Officer of Xiaomi India, Anuj Sharma.
All right, thanks, Murali. It's quite amazing, isn't it? A company as young as Xiaomi has already made it to Time's 100 most influential companies in the world. It's quite astounding. From personal devices to, of course,
the sports sedan, the SU7, and more than 786 million devices in all homes, the entire human times car times home vision seems to be kind of shaping up, right? Now today we are here to talk about, of course, a latest addition to the Xiaomi 14 series. But in true Xiaomi fashion, before we get to that, we thought we'd surprise you all with a brand new addition to the home side. So here's a brand new play on the home place. So you guys would guess what this is. So about less than 2 years ago, we launched our first ever air fryer. And in that time, we have already made about 2 lakh homes eat healthier and tastier food. But when we were talking to our consumers, when we were talking to their families, we realized one thing that we had missed out on. We saw a lot of people were cooking their food in the air fryer, and right after that, doing a second batch. Do you guys know why that would be happening? Same food, right? So they've cooked something, let's say they made fries, and they made one more batch of fries. And that was essentially because in India, we like to live together. We have larger families that we all love. We have joint families as well. So to address that need of cooking for larger families, bigger homes, today we are introducing the Xiaomi Air Fryer 6-liter. It looks quite cool, but there's some more innovation in it, right? So it's for not just the larger families, but for everyone, because it's got this really cool feature. It can be a 6-liter one, or just a twist of the plate, and you can actually cut this down to just 3 liters. So you get the best of both worlds. When you need 6 liters or 3 liters, we're getting you that efficiency. To see more about what this can do, let's take a quick look at the video. So this is a quick recap of the Xiaomi Air Fryer 6-liter. You obviously have adjustable capacity. You've got more power, helping you cook faster. You've got preset recipes as well as a brand new touch control that's meant for the entire family. So everyone can operate this easily. And of course, like the previous air fryer, it's also really easy to clean. When can you get it and for how much? Well, the Xiaomi Air Fryer 6-liter or hashtag BigAF is going to be available at just an effective price of $5,999. And this will be available on me.com, Xiaomi Retail with all our partners. You'll have it on Amazon and of course Flipkart. Now the sale starts on 21st of June at 12 noon. And we've chosen 21st of June. Any guesses why? Okay, here's a 21st June. No, it's not 10 years. Okay, so I'll cut to the chase. So 21st of June is a Friday. But, yes, these guys are getting it. But next Friday is actually going to be an Air Friday. So remember that one, 21st of June. All right, that's joke number one for today. We'll go on. Moving on to the reason why all of us are here, right? The Xiaomi 14 series. Now, the Xiaomi 14 series that we launched earlier this year has done exceedingly well. It's been loved by media, by fans, and of course, consumers worldwide. And we've been receiving rave reviews. And of course, there were a lot of things to love about these two devices. Both the 14 and the 14 Ultra had Leica cameras, right? So co-engineered with Leica obviously took them to a different league. There were a few more things about these products which everyone loved. Of course, there was one, performance. But the second one on the 14 Ultra was the introduction of a brand new quad curve display, or the nanotech vegan leather, which completely changes how this device feels in your hand. Or for the 14, a lot of people mentioned the perfect form factor, or how good the ergonomics were when you hold it. And we've not stopped there. We've actually kept improving on this. So now, over the last 3 months, this is also AER certified, which basically means that both the 14 Ultra and 14 will be receiving updates all the way till 2029. And yeah, that's actually for our engineers. We've also added AI SP and AI generated content in your gallery right there. So you've got AI magic arrays, right? I don't know how many guys have tried it. You've got AI portraits. I'm sure some of you would have seen what Sandeep had put out, and AI image expansion. So you can go beyond what you can see and expand your image, and it detects what's on screen, what's in the image, and actually does a fairly good reproduction of what could have been around it. So these are things that we've added, and we'll obviously continue to add. But we are here today to talk about the latest addition to the 14 series. Now, where do we put that in? Right? Where does the Xiaomi 14 CIVI fit in? So let me go back to the fact that Murli spoke about a very streamlined portfolio. Now, last year, we of course had the Redmi A series. We had the Redmi number series, especially the Redmi 12, which I think changed the landscape in terms of 5G devices in India. And we had the Redmi Note 12 series at around 30,000 rupees, which brought in innovations like 200 megapixel camera for the first time, or fast charging into this segment. And then we were obviously very, very proud of the Xiaomi 13 Pro, our first ever co-engineered with Leica device that came in at about 80,000. Fast forward to this year, we've kept a similarly streamlined portfolio. Right? So you've got the Redmi A series. Earlier this year, we launched the Super Note series, or the Redmi Note 13 series. And then we also brought the Xiaomi 14 and the 14 Ultra, but this time to a little more affordable price of 70,000. Right? So we basically made more inroads, more people get to experience the Leica factor. But you guys see a gap, right? You see this big gap in the middle. And this is a segment that we've actually not touched for a while. And all of you guys know, if Xiaomi is not in a segment, what happens to that segment? Right? No, so we went back and we were thinking, yes, this is the segment that we want to be in, but we'll also look at what do you get right now. So if you are in the segment, or if you're looking for a phone in between this Redmi Note and where the Xiaomi 14 sits, what do you really get? And we found 3 types of devices. The first device that we probably would call are lag ships. So lag ships, so not as bad as it sounds. So lag ships are devices that have last year's specs. Right? So you take last year's specs, you change a few more things, maybe downgrade the camera to a 2 megapixel, and then launch it again and hope that you get more sales. The second one are one-trick phones. And if you want to remember this easily, OTPs. Right? So one-trick phones do one thing and only one thing properly. So some of them have a good camera, but then everything else, like a display or the processor, is almost 2 years old. And they're still selling that in the market. Right? It's a new phone, by the way. Or the third one, which is sheep and wolves pricing. Right? Now, these are extremely mediocre phones, and the only reason why they're in this segment is because of one thing, the MRP sticker. They only have the price, nothing else about it. So, in true Xiaomi fashion, we decided to fix this segment the Xiaomi way. And with that, I'm proud to introduce the brand new Xiaomi 14 Cinematic Vision. So the Xiaomi 14 Cinematic Vision, or CIVI for short, has to do a lot of things to fit in to the 14 series itself. It has to have that right design. It has to have the right performance, and of course, bring in a camera that nobody else has ever seen in the segment. Perhaps the best camera that's ever come in this particular segment. So a flagship design, flagship performance, and of course, flagship cameras. Let me dive straight into the flagship design part of it. And this is a tough one to do, right? Because you've seen what the Xiaomi 14 Ultra can do. You've seen the amazing form factor of the Xiaomi 14. How do we get another device that fits into that family, yet has its own unique identity? And that was a tough one. So what we had to do is we had to get high-end materials, right? Use the best possible materials that you could get. We also had to use really good ergonomics. So we had to engineer those ergonomics so it fits right into your hand and feels really, really good. And from an aesthetics perspective, you have to have tailor-made aesthetics. Now this is really hard for me to show you here. So what we've decided is take you all through a journey into our design studio.
With the Xiaomi 14 CIVI, we've looked at bringing the best of materials from our 14 series to create something that fits within the series while retaining its unique identity. And to ensure that the identity was more than just looks, for 14 CIVI, we worked on 3 different colors, with each of them using different materials, thus providing a unique finish.
The matcha green was crafted out of a desire to create something that feels it is part of nature. We wanted to create a finish that feels unlike anything else you may have experienced, something that stood out as one of a kind. To stay true to its premium design, we looked at new high-end materials like nanotech vegan leather that boasts a remarkable wear resistance that is skin-friendly, easy to clean, and anti-yellowing, and does not peel. This is similar to what we saw on the Xiaomi 14 Ultra. Along with the vegan leather, we also have a new 64% bio-based carbon material, crafted from natural sources like wood pulp and cotton pulp. The process of creating this material results in a unique parquet pattern each time, making every 14 CIVI matcha green device truly one of a kind. This combination of vegan leather and carbon materials achieves a dual texture design like no other. For the Cruise Blue, the materials had to capture the unique phenomenon of 2 different water bodies meeting to create a splice blue. To make this happen, we had to change the patterns underneath the glass that provide this visual tonality, yet retain the smoothness on surface, with the help of an anti-glare glass material that is exceptional at avoid smudges and fingerprints. And for those who love the understate power of black, we've turned it up with shadow black, a smooth to the touch, anti-glare glass with a matte effect that combines elegant craftsmanship with style. This black borrows from the Xiaomi 14, but adds a whole new level of sleek to it. This attention to detail does not just stop with the materials and finish. We extended this to the camera design as well. Its textured surface makes the lenses look like they are twinkling stars against the deep blackness of space. This is done by engraving bumps with a precise technique called 250 nanometer grayscale photolithography.
It was a true pleasure designing the Xiaomi 14 CIVI. That is everything aesthetic, innovative, and ergonomic. And I hope you will enjoy using it as much as we enjoyed creating it.
Right. So these are the three unique colors, the cruise blue, matcha green, and shadow black. Each of them, as you saw, has different materials, and they're meant for different unique personalities. Do you guys want to see it? Yes? All right. So because these phones are so unique, it had to match the right personalities. So we thought we'd get three amazing people to show you their favorite colors on the stage. So I'd like to call upon Barkha, Aisha, and Jim to show your favorite 14 CIVI. Thank you so much. Hi. So. All right. You just can hold the phone. You guys are the stars here. I'll step off. You guys can take as many pictures as you like. The guys look great. The phones also. Thank you. You guys can. Thanks so much. How many here are for Team Cruise Blue? Blue. All right. And how many for Matcha Green? Wow. And how many, like me and Jim, prefer the power of Shadow Black? That's the one. All right. So while you've seen amazing looking designs, we also had to solve another problem. We've got different materials coming in. How do we solve for your hand feel? For a device that you're going to hold in your hand for hours on the go, that you take with you everywhere, it is a personal device, we had to extend that challenge to solve for ergonomics as well. Right? It had to feel just right. Fit into your hand, not dig into it, and also have optimized weight. But optimized weight is just one aspect. You guys ever hold a device and see it's not balanced well? So we had to also get the balance right. So to show you how this was done, let's go back into the studio.
You already saw the use of unique materials we've used in each of the colors, which results in a lightweight phone at just 177 grams. However, along with the weight, the width of the device also dictates how well it fits into your hand and the grip you're able to establish around it. We started off with an aim of keeping it below 75 millimeters. We further looked at multiple iterations in the manufacturing process and intelligent use of space throughout to help achieve space efficiencies around the motherboard and battery, along with an all-new battery plate. We were able to exceed the target width and achieve an amazing 73 millimeters width. To further improve the ergonomics, all the sides are equally curved with 3.5 millimeters radius to match the hand curvature for maximum hold comfort. But we don't always hold the device in a portrait or vertical orientation, so we extended this curvature to the top and bottom as well, giving a unique quad-curved body finish, making the Xiaomi 14 CIVI one of the most comfortable phones you would use. As you just saw, every inch of this new curved body is also optimized, making it the sleekest device in the segment. Sleek design combined with balanced weight management to bring you a phone with engineering rarely seen before. Integrating the quad curved back, and the display is the metal side frame, ensuring the phone has high structural integrity.
So one very unique innovation that we are bringing into the 14 Cinematic Vision is the fact that the entire body is quad curved, not just on the sides, but top and bottom as well. So whenever you hold it, it feels really, really good. But that's just one part of it. Of course, it's the sleekest in the segment, and it's also one of the lightest that you would have. So well-balanced, premium metal frame, and all of that makes this really ergonomic and also looks really good. But design in a 2024 flagship is just half of it. The other half of the design story actually comes in from the display. All of you guys are looking at the display. That actually forms almost half of the product itself. So we decided to do something that was completely crazy. We decided to look at the Xiaomi 14 Ultra and look at the 14 Ultra's display, learn from it, and bring that quad curved display to the Xiaomi 14 cinematic vision as well. Now, getting an ultra immersive display which is quad curved is not very easy. And to see how this was achieved and why this is a big deal, let's take a look at the design video.
The Xiaomi 14 CIVI brings with it a unique floating quad curve display with all four sides curving to create a unique immersive effect. But the quad curve display is more than just stunning looking. It brings together the best of both worlds. You see, curved displays are great for gesture-based UI control, while flat screens have traditionally been more robust. With a quad curve display, the Xiaomi 14 CIVI brings together aesthetics and practicalities. With this, we believe we have achieved the best of both worlds when it comes to a smartphone display. This quad curve display is also super immersive in nature, with extremely narrow bezels and an astounding screen-to-body ratio of 93.19%. When we compare the bezel sizes with that of some competition devices, we can see that the Xiaomi 14 CIVI is far superior. You can clearly see the screen-to-body ratio come out, and that shows the superiority of the screen technology. To achieve this quad curvature with extremely narrow bezels, we have used an all-new FIAA technology, which is fan-out and active area. This FIAA technology lets us hide the screen wiring in the active area within the screen itself, which means less of the connectors wiring outside the display, and hence the bezels can be much smaller than before. This FIAA technology also helps us in achieving uniformity in the bezels throughout the display, whether on the side, bottom, or the top.
So the segment's first ever floating quad curve display brings in the best of both worlds. Some of you guys like curved displays, but obviously miss out on the robustness of a flat display. Some of you guys like that. This combines both the technologies to give you something very unique. And of course, we've borrowed heavily and learned from the Xiaomi 14 Ultra. Now we've gone beyond and also added a anti-accidental touch algorithm. So you also kind of be sure when you're holding this device that you will not touch this accidentally. And in case you drop it, it's also protected by the best. You've got a Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 taking care of all your worries. But that's just one part of the display. The second part is, let's take a look at how good it looks. Now this is a 6.55, got confused. It's a 6.55 inch 120 Hertz AMOLED display. But it's far superior to anything else out there in the segment, because this is the only one that can actually display 68 billion colors, 68.7 to be exact. And it's a bright display, reaching almost 3000 nits at peak brightness. But that's just one part of it. The other aspect of it being it supports Dolby Vision, HDR10. So with this crisp display and a 1.5K resolution, if you are reading text, or if you're watching, say, a Dolby Vision movie, everything on the Xiaomi 14 Cinematic Vision looks, well, cinematic. And with that, let's go to the next section, which is, you saw it's got a flagship design. Now let's talk about the flagship performance. Over to you, Gautam.
Thank you. Thank you, Anuj. I personally love the form factor and the display on the Xiaomi 14 CIVI. The quad curve on the back, inspired from Xiaomi 14, and the quad curve display on the front, inspired by Xiaomi 14 Ultra, gives it the perfect hand feel. Now, Anuj often mentions the pickup test. Basically, when you pick up a phone, when you go to a store, just a demo unit, you pick it up and you know how premium it is. And with the Xiaomi 14 CIVI, you feel exactly that. So after the presentation is over, in the experience zone, do check it out and you will feel the same.
Now let's talk about performance. I mean, it looks like a flagship, feels like a flagship, displays like a flagship, but can it perform like a flagship? When it comes to flagship performance, we wanted to make sure of two things. First, that it needs to match the performance with its siblings, the Xiaomi 14 and 14 Ultra, and give camera capabilities that is beyond anyone in the segment. Let's head to the lab and see what the performance on the Xiaomi 14 CIVI is all about.
Hey guys, welcome to the lab. Today, we're excited to introduce a smartphone that represents a perfect blend of latest technology, seamless performance, and unparalleled user experience. Before I dive into the device's performance, let's quickly do a teardown of the Xiaomi 14 CIVI. Let's dive into the heart of the device, the chipset of Xiaomi 14 CIVI. The first priority while selecting the chipset for CIVI was the highest end ISP that can deliver the camera output and Leica look that fans and media love on Xiaomi 14 and 14 Ultra. This requirement made us select the recently announced Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 flagship processor. With Qualcomm's flagship triple cognitive ISP and X4 supercore, photography is not just of the highest standard but also quick. It also enables 4K recording on all 5 cameras. This chipset is based on 4nm TSMC process, which ensures segment-based optimization and efficiency. It's smart, versatile, and powerful. Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 also brings industry-leading real-time, hardware-accelerated ray tracing for gaming and graphic-intensive workload. To deliver high-end camera output and overall performance consistently, Xiaomi 14 CIVI utilizes industry-leading ice loop cooling technology. This technology offers 3 times the cooling efficiency compared to traditional solutions, thanks to its vapor-liquid separation design.
So overall, combining the flagship processor with the fastest available LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.0 storage, you get the best of performance. What we have done on top of that is included a Xiaomi's own developed T1 signal enhancement chip that basically enhances your signal to give you great download speed, lower latency, and so on and so forth. A personal experience in the basement of my building, when I go to the parking, I usually don't get any network, so zero network. And if I have to make a call, I'll have to either walk out or go up, or basically in case of an emergency, I have no way to reach out to a friend or a family member. But with the T1 chip, I started using the Xiaomi 14 CIVI. I got 1 bar in that basement. Now, 1 bar may not sound like a great deal, but in case of an emergency, that 1 bar can also help you out. So let's head to the lab again and see how good the performance of the T1 chip is.
Xiaomi 14 CIVI also comes with a self-developed Xiaomi Pascal T1 signal enhancement chip that significantly improves network recovery time, download speed in crowded spaces, and gaming latency. Equipped with an efficient antenna arrangement, the Xiaomi Pascal T1 chip delivers a 24% improvement in GPS performance, a 37% improvement in mid and high frequency cellular communication, and a 16% improvement in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth performance. Let's compare the signal strength of Xiaomi 14 CIVI versus the competition. As you can see, network recovery is a lot more faster. Now let's move to another important aspect for the performance of the smartphone, the battery. Introducing industry-leading innovations and the most advanced battery by Xiaomi on the Xiaomi 14 CIVI. It offers double battery lifespan of 1600 charge cycles, maintaining 80% battery health even after 4.3 plus years of heavy usage. That's incredible, isn't it? We have used the highest density battery by Xiaomi, ensuring a lightweight design and a capacity of 4700 mAh, delivering up to 1.6 days of usage. And with 67 watt turbocharge, you can get to 80% battery in less than half an hour. Powered by Xiaomi HyperOS, the Xiaomi 14 CIVI redefines the way you interact with your world. With a personalized, powerful, and futuristic software system, you get live designs, a personalized user interface, enhanced security with a security chip, and seamless interconnectivity across all your devices. The Xiaomi 14 CIVI is more than just a smartphone. It's a powerful tool designed to enhance your life.
So that was the performance, or the flagship performance on the Xiaomi 14 CIVI, powered by the Snapdragon 8s Gen 3, based on 4nm TSMC process. You get the best of performance, you get the fastest and most reliable LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.0 storage. And UFS 4.0 storage is on both the variants and not just the high end. To give you the consistent peak performance, you have ice loop cooling technology, which is 3 times more efficient, more in cooling compared to the traditional VCs. You have the dedicated T1 signal enhancement chip that gives you faster downloads, lower latency, quick network recovery, also enables dual voice over new radio, and dual standalone 5G. You get the most advanced battery by Xiaomi that gives you 1600 cycles before your battery depreciates by 20%. You also get a 4700 mAh battery, the highest density battery by Xiaomi on a smartphone, with 67 watt turbocharge that delivers 80% battery in less than 30 minutes. All this is powered by HyperOS that gives you the interconnectivity, the intuitiveness, and the customization that we all love. So it looks like a flagship, displays like a flagship, performs like a flagship, but can it shoot like a flagship? If you are thinking this, then Sandeep and you are Leica-minded people. And to talk about the camera, let me call upon stage Sandeep.
Thank you, Gautam. I think a true flagship is not complete without a flagship camera experience. Now, Anuj already spoke to you about the flagship design. Gautam spoke to you about the flagship performance. And now we are here to talk about the flagship camera experience that you're getting with the Xiaomi 14 CIVI. Now, our journey of Xiaomi X Leica co-engineered devices started last year with the Xiaomi 13 Pro. This really took things to the next level in terms of what you could expect from a smartphone camera. We are very happy to extend and improve upon that quality and that benchmark that we set so high for ourselves with the Xiaomi 14 series that we saw earlier this year with the 14 and 14 Ultra. Funnily enough, I think many of us in this room, we have had the conversation of how exactly are we planning to bring the beautiful Leica experience to more people across India. Well, in fact, there was so much demand for this that we even saw a petition where there were over 2.5 lakh people asking for the Xiaomi Leica experience at a new segment. Now, this new segment is what Anuj was talking about earlier. And to make this happen, it actually took a lot of time. We hold ourselves to the highest standard, and luckily we have a partner also who actually requires the highest of standards in order for us to pass as being a Xiaomi X Leica co-engineered device. And with the Xiaomi 14 CIVI, we finally have that answer. This is a smartphone that will truly help you unlock cinematic vision, and we start that cinematic vision with cinematic photography. And instead of just showcasing a bunch of samples, join me as we go across the journey in Bangalore, taking a look at what exactly the 14 CIVI is capable of doing.
Just like the amazing Xiaomi 14 and Xiaomi 14 Ultra, the Xiaomi 14 CIVI also comes with a Leica Summilux lens, something that is crucial to ensure that your output is as good as it can be. The large sensor and large f1.63 aperture ensures creamy looking natural bokeh and a shallow depth of field that really helps elevate your imagery game to new heights. As the name suggests, the Light Hunter 800 sensor takes in a tremendous amount of light, ensuring that even in challenging indoor light conditions, along with the help of the large aperture and optical image stabilization, the Xiaomi 14 CIVI captures stunning detail and vibrant colors. Xiaomi HyperOS then improves upon the advanced image processing for computational photography, utilizing the Qualcomm Spectra 18-bit triple cognitive ISP for superior results. See how the large aperture and OIS support make every single shot vibrant and sharp, even in a dynamic environment. Now, combining flagship Leica optics with Xiaomi AISP imaging brain and powered by HyperOS, we deliver unmatched cinematic quality. For content creators out there, our AI Smart features offer 17 dimensions of precise beautification, enhancing everything from facial features to makeup. The AI Magic Erase feature allows you to remove unwanted elements seamlessly, making your editing process smooth and efficient. While we've been using Leica Authentic Style for that signature Leica look and feel in the photos so far, in an environment like iconic MG Road where there's so much color around us, we would definitely like to switch to Leica Vibrant to help get that extra punch of colors and contrast. Let's maybe dive into the portrait mode now, which, as all Xiaomi X Leica devices have excelled in, the Xiaomi 14 CIVI also masters. Switching to our telephoto 50MP lens captures amazing looking portrait at 50mm. Now 50mm is a wonderful focal length that helps to capture the true essence of your subject without any distortion or pincushion effect, just the way your eye captures the beauty of life. Thanks to a bright f1.98 aperture and the focal length, we get a good natural subject separation as well as background compression, thus allowing your subject to truly shine. Oops, I may have composed the shot a bit too tight, but no worries. With our AI expansion tool, we can easily extend the edges of the frame and ensure enough breathing room for a better composition even after the shot is taken. You can also choose between Leica Portrait as well as Master Portrait modes, which give unique look and feel to your images. Pro tip, you can use the Leica Portrait mode for more realistic and natural feel, while Master Portrait will give you a more elegant feel with that warmth and touch of vibrancy. Now that we've stumbled across a large and expansive scene, I'm going to be switching to the ultra wide angle camera with a 15mm focal length, which truly unlocks cinematic vision. And hey, while you're at it, why not capture yourself in this amazing background? Thanks to our amazing 32MP front camera with autofocus and atomic layer deposition, you can be sure to capture incredibly detailed selfies with a very high dynamic range. For vloggers, having a great front camera is essential, and our selfie camera supports a master portrait feature, giving you cinema level depth and storytelling capabilities for your selfies. And just in case you have a few friends joining your frame, the Xiaomi 14 CIVI is smart enough to accommodate all of them into the frame as well, with the 32MP ultra wide angle camera up front, which is perfect for group feeds as well.
Thank you. Really love the output that we get with the Xiaomi 14 CIVI, especially in terms of consistency. You would have seen that normally we do great consistency across all the cameras at the back, but with the 14 CIVI, we're also ensuring that consistency and story continues with the front-facing cameras as well, giving you incredible output such as these images here. Now, with the 14 and 14 Ultra, we were actually able to also improve and take the videography game to the next level. With the 14 CIVI, we wanted to just bring that as well because we wanted the cinematic vision goodness to also flow into the CIVI. So we are bringing cinematic videography as well to the 14 CIVI, and here's a quick look at what you can achieve with this in your hands.
The Xiaomi 14 CIVI comes with the ability to shoot 4K video on all the 5 cameras, be it the rear-facing cameras or the front-facing cameras, and thanks to our advanced algorithm, the output looks as if we have shot it all across a singular camera. We also have 10-bit video recording, HLG, and support for BT2020 Rec. And that's not all, you can also make use of our movie mode, which I personally use to create that amazing cinematic look and feel. I personally love the smart composition and auto zoom feature as well. Now, in case you want more control over the final output, you can also opt for a master cinema look, which allows you to grade and play around with your content in a more granular way. We also have a brand new AI portrait mode, which allows you to create a digital avatar of yourself, bases the images that you import, and then you can easily transport yourself and insert into various scenarios and environments easily. The output is truly cinematic. The Xiaomi 14 CIVI co-engineered with Leica stands out with superior Leica optics, advanced AI capabilities, and the integration of HyperOS, which delivers unmatched performance in mobile photography and videography.
the Xiaomi 14 CIVI truly unlocks your cinematic vision.
Thank you. Now, while we've spoken at length about the capabilities of the device, who better to talk about the creativity aspect than someone who's globally renowned, someone who's a master of his craft, and someone who's known for the unique way in which he tells his stories. We were very lucky to actually associate with Imtiaz Ali, film director, to actually take a look at the Xiaomi 14 CIVI so that he could tell stories the way he saw fit with the incredibly capable Xiaomi 14 CIVI. Here's what he was able to achieve. Can we play the film, please? Thank you. Please go. All right. I think maybe you guys have to wait just a bit longer to see what exactly he has been able to capture. But we'll go ahead, we'll make sure that this is live on our social media handles as well. But we continue the story with the Xiaomi 14 CIVI and the sort of samples that he was able to achieve with this phone. So all of these samples were captured by Imtiaz Ali and showcases his unique perspective on storytelling. I think the shots that you see here is absolutely mesmerizing, and it's hard to believe that this was actually taken straight out of a smartphone camera. And his unique storytelling ability clearly shines regardless of whether he shoots on film or whether he's shooting with a Xiaomi 14 CIVI. So that's the Xiaomi 14 CIVI, bringing in true flagship camera experience with a primary Light Hunter 800 sensor mated to a 50 megapixel f1.63 lens bright aperture. OIS is there as well, and we have a 2x telephoto camera capable of clicking incredible looking portraits and an ultra wide dramatic field of view with 120 degrees. And we are also continuing the Leica legacy and story with two styles, Leica Authentic, Leica Vibrant, and we also have two different portrait modes, the Master Portrait as well as Leica Portrait. Now, just like we mentioned earlier, we're continuing the ability to capture much better video. So we have 4K recording across all 5 cameras on the device, 3 at the back and 2 in the front. And we're also introducing the ability to have Pro LUTs so that you can grade your films much better and have beautiful looking output. And we have our signature Leica filters as well. When you go to the front-facing camera, the story continues. We have amazing output now thanks to Master Portrait tuning on the front-facing cameras, be it the 32 megapixel wide camera with autofocus and ALD, or you can also use the ultra-wide angle 32 megapixel camera to actually create more dramatic field of view and capture more of your friends and family in a singular frame. We're also heroing vlogging and other styles of creativity with new features such as beautification, dual video capability, as well as teleprompter. And with Xiaomi HyperOS and AISP, we are also introducing new generative content, including AI Magic Erase, AI Expansion, and AI Portrait features that you saw earlier as well. So that brings us to the third addition in the Xiaomi 14 series, which is the Xiaomi 14 CIVI, an absolute stunner of a device that gives you flagship performance, flagship design, as well as flagship cameras. Here's a quick look at a video that will showcase its abilities.
Xiaomi 14 CIVI with Leica professional cameras. Make it cinematic.
Thank you. So that's the Xiaomi 14 CIVI, starting with the flagship design. Comes in 3 beautiful colors, matcha green, cruise blue, and shadow black. It comes in a very sleek 7.4 millimeter thin profile, along with weighing just 177 grams, making it one of the best devices to hold and use, especially thanks to the quad curve back and the quad curve display up front, which is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 2, Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2. We also have a very bright display with 3000 nits, total brightness, 120 Hz refresh rate, AMOLED panel, and the ability to have Dolby Vision and Atmos. And moving on to the flagship cameras that this provides, this comes with a true Leica experience, co-engineered with Leica, a 50 megapixel primary camera with Summilux lens, a 50 megapixel telephoto camera at 2x focal length, and an ultra-wide camera as well, and two 32 megapixel cameras at the front. And to complete the flagship performance, this comes powered with a Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 chipset with a great ISP as well, enabling us to create wonderful looking photos and stories with our cameras. So that's the Xiaomi 14 CIVI. And now to take you through the pricing and availability, I'd like to call back on stage President of Xiaomi India, Murli. Please, over to you, Murli.
Thank you. All right, there you have it. Thank you, Anuj, Gautam, Sandeep, for being such amazing storytellers, painting this entire cinematic vision. The Xiaomi 14 CIVI, of course, like was mentioned earlier, has Leica professional cameras with Summilux lenses, dual 32 megapixel selfie camera powered by Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, and of course that mesmerizing, chic and beautiful quad curve floating display. But before we get to the pricing of the Xiaomi 14, I think it's important to talk about certain value-added features that we have packed as part of this fantastic proposition, which is the Xiaomi 14 CIVI, starting with Xiaomi Easy Finance, powered by Axio. Now, Xiaomi Easy Finance is built with the clear goal of making smartphone buying easier. It's a financing solution that has the intent of extending the power of financing to as many people as possible, a completely digital solution with absolutely no paperwork, no hassle of paperwork, I must say, which promises an approval within 10 minutes, in most cases much, much faster than that. And that's Xiaomi Easy Finance, powered by Axio. Thank you. The cup of goodness continues. The Xiaomi 14 CIVI also comes with 3 months subscription of YouTube Premium at no additional cost. And not just that, you guys are kind. And not just that, the Xiaomi 14 CIVI also comes I can see that there are a lot of photo and videographers out there, and therefore you need that space to save all those memories. The Xiaomi 14 CIVI comes with 100 GB of Google One for 6 months, again at no additional cost. The Xiaomi 14 CIVI also is included. So everyone who buys a Xiaomi 14 CIVI is invited to join the Xiaomi Priority Club. Thank you. I'm so glad it means a lot to you. The Xiaomi 14 CIVI comes with the Xiaomi Priority Club, where we attempt to go that extra mile to provide you exceptional service, like I mentioned upfront, which includes priority appointment and service, free pickup and drop, guaranteed repair within 2 hours, or a standby device till your device is fixed, a dedicated relationship manager, priority customer support. You land straight to an agent, no AI, no bots, etc. You land to a human and you get your issue resolved. The Xiaomi Priority Club. Moving on. Thank you. Moving on to the pricing and availability information. The Xiaomi 14 CIVI will retail for a net effective price of rupees 47,999. But that is for the 12GB, 512GB variant. But then, of course, you have a 3,000 rupee bank offer from ICICI or an exchange bonus of 3,000. But that's not all. If you thought 47,999 was big enough, we also have something to keep you even more excited. The 8GB, 256GB variant of the Xiaomi 14 CIVI will retail for a price of 42,999. But wait, we also said there are these bank offers and exchange bonus. If you include the bank offer and exchange bonus, the 12GB, 512GB variant of the Xiaomi 14 CIVI will retail for a net effective price, including the bank offer or the exchange bonus, for 44,999. And here's the best part. Professional grade Leica cameras, Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, beautiful device, 8GB, 256GB variant of the Xiaomi 14 CIVI, including bank offer at just rupees 39,999. The Xiaomi 14 CIVI goes on sale on the 20th of June 2024 at 12 noon and will be available on Me.com, Mi Homes, Flipkart, and all of our Xiaomi retail partners across the entire nation. But that's not all. The cup of joy will continue overflowing because we also have a special pre-order offer, a pre-booking offer for the Xiaomi 14 CIVI. Pre-booking for the Xiaomi 14 CIVI will start. Pre-booking for the Xiaomi 14 CIVI will start at 2 p.m. today, all the way up until the 19th of June 2024. And if you pre-book the Xiaomi 14 CIVI, you get a Redmi Watch 3 Active worth rupees 2,999 at no additional cost. And I must mention, as called out on the previous slide, the Xiaomi 14 CIVI is also available with attractive EMI offers, which are available at all of our retail outlets and online partners. The Xiaomi 14 CIVI, an attractive EMI of just rupees 2,389 a month. Don't forget, the pre-order for the Xiaomi 14 CIVI starts at 2 p.m. today, all the way up till the 19th of June, wherein you get a Redmi Watch 3 Active worth rupees 2,999 at no additional cost. But this, we've spoken about the Xiaomi 14 CIVI with flagship design, flagship performance, flagship cameras. But if you recall, Anuj upfront said, look, there's this big spectrum in the market, there is this huge gap in a specific price point, which is where Xiaomi 14 fits in. While you've understood this product in great detail, you know the pricing, you know the specifications, you know all the offers, we said there's perhaps one more thing that we need to do to complete the entire story. And that is to benchmark this with some of the other options in the market in the similar price range. And to do that, I'd like to call upon stage once again, Anuj.
Check. All right. That's an amazing price, Murli. Makes it really hard for me to really compare with the flagships, OTPs, or the wolves and sheep sheep and wolves pricing phones out there. It's almost like, bringing a gun to a knife fight. It just doesn't match anymore. But let me still do that so that you guys know, now you guys know the price, right? And at an effective price of 39,999, how does it compare with others out there? So let's take a look at the segments that we talked about. When we talk about display and design, obviously design is a personal choice, but then this is the lightest and the sleekest and the most ergonomic phone that you would find out there. It's also protected by Corning's Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and a better finish. When it comes to display, it's the only one with a quad curve display. It's the only one that can actually do 68 billion colors. Not really an even match. What about the other part of it? What about performance? Well, everyone else is using older chipsets, something that should not be happening in 2024. We have gone with the 8S Gen 3. We've also not skimped out on the RAM or the storage configs. You get a UFS 4.0 and you get a DDR5X, right? So no cutting back on that aspect. So again, does not really match. What about the camera specs? Now, camera is unfortunately really hard to compare on just the specs alone. Right? You've got Leica cameras coming in for the first time ever, so of course the output is going to be completely different. But there's also front cameras. So we've basically done a comparison, and let me show you very quickly how it looks. Right? So when we compare against the 12R, you can see how the Xiaomi 14 Cinematic Vision, or CIVI, really brings out the reality of that image. It's a typical Leica shot that you can see. If you compare it with the Vivo V30 Pro, again, what you can see is the blowout on the t-shirt. It's very hard for phones in this segment to capture, or was very hard for phones in this segment to capture till today. And if you compare it with Samsung A55, obviously you can see a marked difference in the quality. So from a design, display, performance, or even the cameras, I don't think anything out there can even come close to the Xiaomi 14 Cinematic Vision. Back to you, Murli.
Thank you. Thanks, Anuj. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Cinematic Vision, the Xiaomi 14 CV, yet another big step forward for Xiaomi's premiumization journey in India. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I hope you had as much fun sitting here and listening to us, and of course those of you live online, as much fun as we had bringing this to you. The experience zone would be open. Do check the devices out and also join us for lunch. Thank you. Good luck. Take care. Have a great day and a wonderful year ahead. Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Imtiaz Ali, and this is my story with the Xiaomi 14 CIVI. When I came here to Bombay about 25 years ago, I remember being overwhelmed. There were so many stories peeping out at me from the nooks and crannies of the city. As a young filmmaker, it can be a bit daunting, you know. But it's in these moments that an epiphany really hits you. For me, that epiphany can be best described by the word Zarya. I realized that my calling is to witness stories and characters around me and just let them flow through me onto the screen. My journey as a storyteller has been to find the right lens to bring out the extraordinary in the ordinary. And in this pursuit of mine, the Xiaomi 14 CIVI is my companion. This phone is the best medium, the best Zarya, for me to capture my surroundings. The Leica lens on this phone adds a timeless quality to reality. The cinematic vision and the advanced portrait mode in this phone brings out the movie magic in everyday life. Now I can carry all the stories this city has given me right in my pocket.
Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic. Xiaomi 14 CV with Leica professional cameras make it cinematic.